Hey YouTube, it's your boy Crazy Trader again, and I hope you guys are having a lovely day. It's been a beautiful day for me, and I'm very grateful for, life. I haven't posted a video in a while just because I was trying to find an app that I think will reduce the background noise of my videos. Especially in the beginning, I used to have a little bit of background noise when the mic will pick up everything before I start talking. So I was researching apps and all that, and I finally found one which I think is doing a good job. If you guys think there's still so much background noise, let me know. Um, if it's okay, let me also know. Before I begin my video, you guys should always like and subscribe because it helps the channel. It helps the algorithm of the channel reach out to a lot more people. I mean, you can dislike if you want, but there's nothing wrong with liking someone's video. They don't charge you for it. It's just like helping someone out. You're boosting someone's platform. So just like, you can subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. But I'm here today to make a review about a company that I personally dislike, but I think it's gonna do pretty good. I don't like Exxon Mobil, and that's the company, yeah, as you can see on your screens. But I think it's really gonna do good. I don't like it because I think they did a lot of harm to the environment, and they are not willing to pay it forward. But it's also a great company, so I can hate it, but it's gonna make money whether I like it or not. So I'll definitely make a review of it. And if you think you want a part of it, you can buy it if you want. I personally don't have any of ExxonMobil. I bought a contract on it, a call on it, for next year June, and I think it's going to go up. I think Exxon is going to go up. Well, if you know about ExxonMobil, you know it's going to go up. It's one of the, if it's one of the biggest, I think it's the biggest oil company in the United States. And these people have political range. They have political power. Whether you know that or you don't, but the oil industry has a lot of political power. So they are not going anywhere pretty soon. I know Biden is in power, and the the administration is more focused on climate change and all that. But the oil industry is not going anywhere until you start having ships that are running on battery, or you start having power plants that are running on battery. Oil is not going anywhere, and oil is not just gas. I mean, there's a lot of things, kerosene that comes out of oil. There's petroleum products, petroleum jelly, the Vaseline that people use is all petroleum products. So it's LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. Most of those things are all coming out from petroleum. So, and ExxonMobil is in that market, so you should know it's going to go up. I'll show you a 1-year chart of Exxon, and then we'll move on to where it is at now and how the recovery is going to be like. Okay, so in January, you can see Exxon was around $70. Just the beginning of January, it was around $70, and down to January, February, it was coming down little by little. And then when the coronavirus started hitting, it came down a little bit, went up, and then went down again to somewhere around $30. That was when I should have gotten in. I didn't get in at 30, and I think that was a mistake. But a lot of people did. If you got in at 30, that's good for you. But if you didn't, it's still a good buy because it's still going to go up. And they are still keeping their dividend yield. Their dividend yield is, I think, 8%, which is a good dividend yield. They are still keeping that. So Exxon is really going to do really good. They've started a recovery, a good recovery, which I think is also very good for them. They are now, the price of Exxon is at $41 right now. If you look at their past week, they dropped like 5%. Almost 6%, which is okay. So now I think it's a good buy if I want to. So if I'm going to buy Exxon, I think I'm going to buy it now because it's been recovering. If you look at the 1-month chart, it's recovered. It recovered 8%. The recovery is good for them, 12% in the last 3 months. So the recovery is very good for them. So a little pullback here is fine for me because a little pullback here, I can get in and then do whatever I want. If I want ExxonMobil, I'm going to get it. But I don't want to buy ExxonMobil because personally I have British Petroleum, which is cheap, which was cheaper at the time that I bought it. And I think will also do really good. They also pay dividends, and it's okay. But it's a British company. A lot of people like the American, especially a lot of American investors. They like the American companies. And if you want the American companies, you're going with ExxonMobil. Apart from that, they are a company that is good on recovery. It's it's no surprise if they come back if they come back to 60 somewhere in the middle of next year. They can easily recover back to 60. So because they have the political power to do it, they have the finances to do it, they have the technology to do it, they have the assets and everything to do it. So ExxonMobil is a good buy. This is my contract that I have. It's all the way to July 16, 2021, and I did a call on it, $45 call. So I'm hoping it goes up. Right now I'm down 7%. I really don't care because I know the recovery is going to be really swift for ExxonMobil, so it's okay for me. Their market cap is $174 billion, and this is because the price of the share has reduced drastically. So if you know that this was somewhere around 300 billion and the price has reduced drastically. So if it picks up, the market cap is going to go up, I believe. The dividend yield is 8.14%, which is really good. I mean, really, really good. Yeah, they are one of the dividend kings on the street, if you can say that. Their first year of running a loss is, I think, this year. Every year they've made a profit. This is the first year they run a loss, and it's understandable because if you look at the coronavirus, a lot of people weren't driving. Even my insurance gave me back some money because they thought I wasn't driving enough. So they gave me back some money. So nobody was buying gas. Everybody was home for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And a lot of people were working from home. So nobody was buying gas. And gas prices went down drastically too. So it affected the stock. And that's understandable. I'll show you a quick review of what the Morningstar wrote about ExxonMobil. They say ExxonMobil's growth plan have merely been delayed, not derailed, as it protects its dividend. It protects its dividend, and the fair value of the share is $74. If you can look at this update came on December 4th, 2022. So just like a week or two ago. So if you're looking at this, then you should know that this is just a recent review that they gave about the stock, and they are looking at a fair value of $74. So at the $40 price range, you are good to go if you really want ExxonMobil. So it's a good stock, and I hope you look into it. If you really are into oil stocks, you can look into it, buy it, hold on to it for a year, and I believe it's going to get to its full price in a year. So hold on to it for a year, and you're going to have the full value of ExxonMobil. And as you hold on to it, they're still going to pay you dividends. So remember that dividend is always king. Dividend is always king, because dividend, and you can reinvest your dividend back into the company if you want, or you can take your dividend and reinvest it into something else. So always look into that. For a quick minute, I'll go into Exxon's corporate ownership. I mean, the institutions that are buying Exxon, and a lot of them have bought Exxon in September. If you can see, there was a September buy here, September 30th, September 30th, September 30th. All of them bought in September 30th. A lot of them, and a lot of people, a lot of institutions are holding stocks on ExxonMobil. If you can see, a lot of big institutions, JP Morgan Chase is holding, Bank of New York is holding, California State of Teachers Retirement System is holding, Citigroup is holding. So a lot of big institutions are holding ExxonMobil stocks because I think they believe it's going to do really well. So if you also looking into it, then it's a good buy. Anyway, you always have to do your due diligence. Anyway, not to take too much of your time. Like I always say, you always have to risk it to get the biscuit. And you always know that you got to like and subscribe to help the channel out. Stay safe, stay blessed, and peace.